All right. I made the announcement today about the Eye of Ra. I actually say Rhea, R-H-E-A. At this point, let's put it this way. Nick Klaus, well, I guess that's one of his names. I mean, if we're talking, and that's part of the reason why, in history, with working with humans, all right, let's do World Organization for a minute. Let's put this, okay, I say the word shit. It's a 4-letter word. Now, in America, they call it a curse. Judy had never heard of it when she was in her 20s. Then, obviously, it became more whatever, however that works. But the thing is like, where, okay, so we have 2 hemispheres. We have Russia and we have United States. Between the two, for all my quadriplegics and paraplegics, you ready for this one? Answer me this, guys. Right, earn your weight in salt, whether it be gaseous or table. Which one are they told? Shh. Ding, 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 ding! It's Russia. Oh my God, that's why I'm in the fucking United States like a fucking bull in a china closet as a woman, since there's no fucking men anywhere because you got Rhino trapped in the shh department in Russia. No fucking shit, Sherlock, really? Yeah, well, I didn't make this fucking world. This is humans all on their own. So I'm a ray of sunshine, aren't I? Ray, get it? I know Zeus gets it, but he's smiling somewhere. Is it a Z or an X? It's both. And she's working Deus at the fucking like 5 and dime store. All right. So now let's put it this way. So there's an image. So anyway, so where do you keep like all of your finest art? Right, usually in galleries. No, not like the shit that the new age artists make. No, we're talking like the big stuff, like the big money, right, whatever. I don't want to piss off the whole artist community of like hippie dippies running naked through the streets. All right, so now let's see, which is really fun. I met a lot of them and they're like, whatever. Right, so we're like, we're balancing between like royal Russia being keep the secrets in the museum. And then the new age artists like tug of war with like, no, I found something out, I'm bringing it out to everybody. And then it's like on the other spectrum of things. Now, was she behind that? No, she wasn't. She's still sitting as a stray cat in fucking New York with every shitbag known to man, just from like the regular gallery. How do you like them apples? I was built for a royal gala and gallery, and the shitbags at that level, the curator of that museum, good fucking luck. Oh, Eddie, I'm calling you all out on the fucking tarmac. I don't give it. I'm gonna be like, you want a shoehorn? Which fucking museum we talking? Right, yeah, which one's he in charge of again? I'm just curious, right? Like, how many museums do you actually have in the world? Right, yeah, okay, I'm gonna need some answers for some of you, like Harriet the Spy talking, like, right, yeah. So, here's the thing, like, I got 2 hemispheres, I got a couple of special Olympians in there, they know things, but they don't know the whole thing, trying to figure some things out and be helpful, make, like, some coin. I call them treasure hunters, honestly. Then I got, like, I don't know what else is out there. Really, I don't. I mean, I look for signs of life. You don't wear your shit of what you do and how successful and what part of the plan you're in. I mean, it would be nice if you all just fucking came up with some paper and said, like, this is who I am. How can I help? Do you have any questions? I'd be like, wow. I mean, I think that's what Yeltsin tried to do, but I was only like 8. I didn't even know what to read for, and I was trying to catch his very thick accent of, wait, no, a minister is a church, but it's a different kind of church, right? Got that. And then he, like, lost me in the, like, I don't even know how this side is made up. Well, it is made up. I mean, they just make shit up as they go. That's fucking obvious. All right, Pat Benatar, right? Patebeneta. Right? Oh my god. She sings this song on the Spracha radio in the low-class district of, like, gala artists. And it said on there, it says, close your eyes and try to dream now. Now, if I'm talking as, like, a cosmonaut or astronaut in the outer sphere of gaseous alien life forms, stuck in a human so you can hear the mouth and sound of a human in your ear for your whatever. Here's the thing, right? Because, like, they're like, oh my god, I was an abductee, and it was really scary, and, right, yeah, no, okay, shut up. We don't want to take you out of your bed and home, so don't get all excited. You're not that fucking important. Here's the thing, though. You close your eyes, and you go off to sleep, right? Oh my god, the boogeyman's under my bed. Something like that. So it's... if you deny the grays, right, DENYTHEGREYS or GRAYS, watch the palette, PALATTE, of spectrum artistic work at gaseous sodium level. Because what comes over on the delta theta gamma spectrum of understanding is that sometimes they change the biological composition with some new curator thing they found out at my level, since they have me trapped away from the seal. There's one human emergency hatch seal that's going to keep the police, the curators, the wise guys, the funny things, and the really absurdly disgusting humans all in check. Right. Don't like the way this turned out and who I became. What a fucking surprise. I warned you at 4. I'm like, don't do this to me. Because I'm still the Eye of Ra. Rhino is still going to love my gumption. Not so much the outer look, but like the inner, like that man. And here's the other thing. Ready for this one? If for those of you that actually know what an ion looks like and whatnot. For him, he is like that, like magnetic, like presence that's like, I don't know, the circumference is like right around his presence enters the room before he does, right? Yeah, and not like his legend, that's a whole other fucking set of wax, but the circumference of his energy grid, like he just, right, okay. See, I have the same characteristics, always did, always will. Thing is, though, when I'm next to him, I'm more of like a hermit crab. Like, I have the capability. I can come out and I can stand full tall with my shell on my back like I am at the moment. But I'm next to him and it's just like, whoop, I'm good. I'm just going to hang out in his electron shell and I'm just going to be happily ever after and quiet. No need to do any of the human being thing when I got him. So now, where did I lose you on? I don't function like any of you. I don't think of him like you think of whatever the fuck you attach to yourself through toilet paper. I swear to God, like Anthony and Jason, it was like walking along like, waiting for a flight coming for me at 4, like, boy of my dreams, can't wait to be happily ever after. I got beautiful new skin, he likes the way my face looks at 4. Let's get this together before my face changes to something else that he's not so happy about, but that's a little weird because I don't see the other humans talking about these kinds of things. Yeah, well, not like them, right? Alien life, here I am. And then all of a sudden, it was like outer atmosphere just shut the fucking electric off at Curator Museum because they wanted to start watching the Palomino and the fucking whatever they're doing at like just painting over the humans on the surface Earth. Like the table salt crystals? Right, yeah, the gaseous guys up in, like, dangerous fucking science quiet places. Right, the real shitheads. Yeah, those. Okay, right, the ones that are like, where the shit? Yeah, okay, right, whatever. Those guys that nobody ever tells them what to do? Yeah, okay. So they're watching the gray, and then they're watching the color spectrum of the gaseous whatever's going on at table salt crystal level, and they're seeing some anomaly changes that are not congruent with what is allowed. They're taking liberties that were not afforded to them because we're not allowing them to overtake anything at that level of dangerous things. So now, right, okay, and then you always have to ask the next question, where's the Phantom Soviet and her Rhino? Are they together yet, like, permanently in, like, every one of our windows? Oh, no, they're not. Oh, my God, what a fucking surprise. When's that gonna happen? Right, there's a place called Dream Field of View. Right, there's a department called Dream. And it's where they work in really scary fucking fields of science. They call it Field of View. FIELDOFVIEW. I visited there once. I'm like, right, turn down your lantern. Why do I turn down my fucking lantern? I'm just, right, do they see us? I mean, can we just stand in the wall? I mean, like, how does this work? Right, yeah, I don't know. Normally I'm stuck in my skin. It gets a little confusing when you can actually walk through the physicality. Anyway, that's an integration standpoint. You know, you humans aren't afforded those luxuries, besides the fact you don't really have lights on. You're just some kind of static shrinky dink that's tuned into a satellite radio station, and, like, you have some form of functions that they gave you in some script before you got here. It was prescribed, but, like, what? I don't want to scare you or anything. Right, okay, so let's see. Cut the palette hue. Right, deny the grays. Watch the palette of the field of view, right. Alright, and then the three key upwords are gray, Grey, palette, PALETTE, and then vivid, VIVID, for Vividol, because I said it now. I gotta think about this. Alright, right. So, the Eye of Ra, it is the sun. It's like, looking into the sun. Yeah, it sure is when I'm in a happy place. His eyes, they burn like the sun disk. I mean, like the sun disk here, I look up and what you call the sun looks like a pale, yellow, white, ugly, whatever. Right, yeah, no. The real sun burns like a gaseous, orangey, red, fiery brimstone, like an amber hue, like a coal in the fire that then gets blown out. It has like a black and it has like a orangey awesomeness to it. That's what his eyes look like, and that's why we call him the sun, like the sun disk. Yeah, he's the sun disk. And then there's the feminine side, right? His ray of sunshine. Depends on what office we're going to and how bad the humans have fucked up and don't want to take responsibility. I understand that completely. Smile and wave, sweetheart. All right, so that would be the Eye of Ray or Ra in the RE category, the more feminine one. His side accoutrement. So now, when do I get my full strength electron shell that I can just like, right? And then like there was this whole funny thing, like I got the dickhead Mark, right? Yeah, the American one, like myself, right? He doesn't like me. I'm okay with that. I don't really like him either, but he's more like my son Benjamin. Like he's like my son Benjamin's tune, just in a really handsome genetic, right? And he was a real dickhead. I get it. I mean, arrogant, asshole. I think he said he might have gone to Harvard. Like, he's in the Americas. He doesn't fucking know anything. He's married, unhappy, some kids. I'm like, and he's like, well, and I'm like, well, and then they asked, they're like, well, what do you want me to do with the spouses? Because I know you. And I'm like, well, what are my options? They're like, well, you can either leave or we can kill him. I'm like, right, yeah, well, mine, I can leave. I was like, he's not holding on to me. I'm not worried about that. I was like, how's your whatever you got leash-wise? And he's like, whoa. He's like, no, he's like, I'm not leaving my, right, and I'm like, oh, so, oh, well, all right, whatever, like, yeah, I want to go back, right, and they're like, yeah, okay, but no, but I need not, well, he's not leaving them. It's like, well, why are you with someone if you're not, then it had to be, like, the conversation of, like, I'm talking him out of his marriage, and I'm just like, but he's a dick, like, I really don't give a shit. I'm like, you want to stay married and an asshole, I really don't fucking care. I know you look like handsome 6'5" elsewhere, but you're just like a fraction of what you should be. I said that to him, and he was just like, wait, what? He's like, no, he's like, I thought, and I'm like, you thought what? I was like, no, here's the thing. There's pieces of you, just like there's pieces of me, scattered all throughout a multiplex system, that the humans are fucking with us as a couple, and then with our pieces of us, in order to fuck with other departments that know what the main mission is, which is to get the two gods together, because when you're in your full suit, and I like you better, I was like, you're actually a god. And he's like, wait, what? Like, right, yeah, nobody told you. Right, like, I'm like, why are the fractals, why are they, like, intermittently connecting with the atmosphere? What the fuck's going on with that in Humanville? I was like, why, does he know he's part of the ray? Like, the sun disk? I'm like, I can't even see what color windows they gave him. I was like, what color are your windows? And he's like, I'm not quite sure. And I'm like, yeah, right, see how funny that is? I was like, we're in the Omega Disaster House. This is where I actually wake up to every day. I was like, welcome. I was like, it looks like a fucking crack house, stash house. Like I'm some fucking drug addict. I was like, in the meantime, this is how they treat the god, the female god of everything. I'm omnipresent, but whatever. I'm not going into that. Like, I'm not egocentric, except if you break down the word egocentric to a non-human format, then, and we're an energy signature, then we can relate. But if we're in Humanville, which is where I live in this discerning, ubiquitous, disgusting universe where you ripped fucking open my Cadbury egg and you're like, let's see how many presents we can give ourselves as humans. Right, and I'm like, oh my god. Right, I'm still ambiguous, and I still want to go back to my quiet, happy electron shell where I go like hermit crab into my shell and he's on his arm, and I never have to fucking talk to any of you shitbags ever fucking again. Right, but somebody said we had to be nice in the sandbox, and I'm like, otherwise they hurt me. Fuck! So I'm like, alright, listen, you with a wife and some kids, and you fucking don't really like her, but you really fucking hate women like me, yeah, got that, okay, great, because I really don't like men like you, you're like a whiny Jew. You're like a whiny New York Jew. And he's like, I find that really offensive. I'm like, I really don't give a shit, because if you knew what you were really like in your full God strength, you wouldn't be acting this way, and you wouldn't be fucking arguing with me. I was like, but go with it for the moment. What else you got? He's like, actually, I got nothing at the moment. Like, right, yeah, got that. That's kind of the part of why I don't appreciate you, because you're like a skin shrinky dink. Like, I mean, like, you're a handsome guy, but, like, you're a shrinky dink, because you're not your full strength, and you got no, like, reverberation, like, vibration, magneticism at the moment. I was like, I mean, like, I kind of feel you. Like, I can feel, like, an affinity to you, like a pull, because you're more handsome and you're more genetically in tune with what I need to be around. But I was like, you're still missing, like, the whole enchilada. I was like, you're just not 100% of what you should be. And I don't know why you and I both have, because I know I'm not what I'm supposed to be. I was like, I don't understand why we had, he's like, you get stronger than this? And I'm like, funny thing, this only comes out when there's a lack of leadership in the room. Like you, right now. I was like, when I have to be the one to tell you something and deliver a message to you, yeah, this one comes out. But normally when you're in your beautiful, awesome, full-strength unit, I am not like this ever. I was like, so this might be a side of me like you never saw before, and I don't know if they're doing that in Energy Signature just to show it to you later when you're in your full Rhino uniform, because he doesn't understand why, like, what the fuck is everybody talking about? I was like, that is a possibility. I was like, because he has done stuff like that before. But, right, again, like, I don't know what to say. He's like, actually, that makes sense. He's like, if And if I'm a tall, I'm stronger, God, and you're normally weaker, and how would I ever know if you ever got stronger than me? And what, that would be a quiet moment. I wouldn't want other people to say. I'm like, yeah, well, here we are. I'll walk you through it so this way we don't have to actually show anybody it, but whatever. So now where am I with museum curators, the department, the fucking IT assholes, the world clock, the federal communication cunt bags of I don't fucking know what the hell they're up to. And what else we got? Like all the don't know what to say because they've been sitting on this for a fucking while, having a good old time doing nothing until they started seeing their genetics break, and then they're like, wait a minute. Right, yeah, did you see your kids come out all wrong? Oh, I'm a fucking ray of sunshine. The longer you make this fucking go on, you don't do a fucking thing for me.